Hi, this is Sherman Kranzer, Senior Partner Development Manager for Microsoft. And in studio, we've got a great guest, John Fry from ConnectWise. And this is part two of our session. And in this section, we're talking about simplify, optimize, and repeat. That's kind of the idea here. And we're going to be covering 4 or 5 questions that are going to help you maybe conceptualize what is necessary and what you need to do to really increase your overall profitability as a Microsoft partner. So with that being said, let me ask you this. If we're looking at your business, and let's say we took a 15,000 foot view, right? We're looking down at it. Instead of being in the business, we're going to work on a business. How important is optimization in a technology business?
Well, Sherman, it's obviously extremely important. Our partners are looking at revenue in terms of service, and if it's not optimized, if it's not flowing, if everyone's not on the same page, it's quite simple. You're not making money. You're not profitable. So, to answer your question, you have to get to that point.
What would you? What would be the first, if you were a partner? Put yourself in those shoes. I've been in that shoe and love working here.
Of course.
What is the first thing that you would do, or you should do, to simplify a complex business process?
Well, I think it really comes down to an interesting point. You have to really ask yourself, am I optimized in terms of the way I'm running my business, and be honest with yourself. Zoom out a little bit and take a look at the way you're doing things today. You'll find that you have a lot of opportunity to fix your processes, and remaining in the status quo, it becomes pretty evident that that's not the way you're going to scale. It's not the way you're going to get to that sort of next level.
Great. That's a good way of thinking about it. Now, our partners, we rolled out CSP a few years ago.
Yeah.
Right. Different model.
And awesome model.
Awesome model.
Yeah.
Totally, absolutely. More control, of the client, and it's really for our partners to help them grow their businesses, right? But with that, one of the main things that came up was billing issues. Which I always perplexed me, because I figured, well, they're already billing their clients. It shouldn't be an issue to just bill for a monthly recurring, fee of licensing, right? But that is a big problem. That is a big issue right now. Billing. How do they manage it? Is it pen and paper? Is it sending invoices on a spreadsheet? And who knows what's coming in and what's going out? How do your best partners overcome those billing challenges?
Yeah, so when you think about it, the old model was, okay, I have some kind of project to roll out. Typically, I'm getting that one-time transaction bill from my distributor. I go to that customer, that new prospect, and I roll out whatever sort of technology package I put together. And then what do they receive from me? They receive a one-time bill. Pretty clean, pretty straightforward, maybe some manual intervention, but for the most part, we can get things done. We get more in the recurring world, very much a different scenario, where I have a multitude of licenses out there, maybe Office 365 or Azure, and on a monthly basis, those number counts change as people come and go. It's just the capacity needs to change, and guess what's happening in that process too? You're still getting the same bill from your distributor, and you have to pay that, but then you have to make sure that you're billing the end customer accordingly. So there's a tremendous amount of complexity in there. It's a better model for everyone involved, but when it comes down to the billing aspect, you really need to take a look at platforms that allow you to automate that as best you can, and have those platforms actually tie in to your ultimate billing process as well. And that's really where the best of breed are excelling and really being extremely profitable with these sort of models.
That's great feedback. Now, let's ask about APIs, connectors into, distribution is a big part of our business.
Love
right?
distribution, yeah.
All of our great partners, such as Synex and Tech Data and Pax8 and Arrow, who we've had on this panel. Do you have APIs, connectors? If they're using ConnectWise, can they actually tie that into the distributor and be able to order and provision and all that kind of thing?
Yeah, they certainly can. You know, Sherman, it's 2018. We're getting pretty close to 2019. It still kind of boggles me that, you know, we haven't had our smart guys on both ends talk to each other as much as they should in the past. But the good news is these smart guys at Disty and the smart guys at ConnectWise are really starting to collaborate and bring these APIs together and make sure that the information flows. So when they're doing all these transactions for cloud, all that stuff is connected and it flows through our system.
Wonderful, wonderful. All right, you know, and the last question I have here for you, power users. People kind of bandy that around, but when I look at a power user, somebody who really, a partner who really encapsulates, you know, not encapsulates, but really expands their knowledge in the use, or maybe even customizes your platform. How does that relate to profitability? You know, when what you've seen, you know, do they make more money by doing this, or are these ones that are, you know, just wasting time?
They tend to, and they, you know, those are the sort of partners that are hanging out on the beach with me and you, Sherman. So the ones that, the ones that really, you know, take the time to put all the process together, invest in their business, not only on the front end when they get the tools in place, but continually looking at, okay, where do I need to tweak? Where do I need to get more, you know, training for, you know, my employees? Those are the sort of partners that are extremely profitable, the ones that are happy, again, hanging out on the beach with us. The ones that don't do that are the ones that, you know, tend to chase their tail and are always trying to play catch up, you know, super stressed out, and just don't live in the world that they easily could be if they took the time to do all the other things that we just had mentioned.
Wow, that's awesome. Great explanation. Hey, so thanks so much for coming in. We have another section that's going to be coming up, part 3, which is going to be about profitability. So please stay tuned for the next one. Thank you so much for coming in. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Awesome, Sherman. Thank you.